So the MetaQuest 3 is a great product, but it's got a couple issues. It's not perfect. And two of the biggest issues that have been problems really since its release still haven't been fixed. Number one is comfort. A lot of people have had issues with it just not being a very comfortable headset to wear.
The Quest 3 is only marginally more comfortable to wear for long periods of time, and for me, it's the biggest problem with an otherwise pretty awesome device.
The strap, a lot of people have issues with it. It's just not really super great. It's a little front heavy, and so the front of the headset really pulls down on people's like noses and cheeks. I've never had too much of a problem with it myself, but this is a pretty common issue. The MetaQuest just isn't that comfortable. Along with that, the issue I've had a lot more interaction with is the battery life is pretty bad.
Probably been my biggest pet peeve with the Quest 3 so far is the battery life.
Once you get into games, especially like games like Asgard's Wrath 2, Assassin's Creed Nexus, we have Behemoth and Batman Arkham Shadow coming out. Like these games are and will be huge battery drainers. So we don't really get a chance to play the game for as long as we want because we're having to worry about battery life and the headset dying on us. I've had this issue myself, and another issue that I've had is the fact that like I used my MetaQuest for schoolwork, and doing that I felt like I always had to be near a charger, near a wall, because the Quest just wouldn't last long enough for me to get real work done in VR or mixed reality running dead. Now these have been issues since the very beginning, and they've had a pretty easy fix. It takes a little bit of money, but if you get a head strap that has a battery pack in it, like perfect, great. Like it can help with comfort and it can help with the battery. The only problem is like there's several companies that make good options. Like who do you choose? Like what's the best one to go for? Now that's where the Sonic Grace S3 Pro comes in. Sonic Grace was kind enough to send me a head strap, their brand new S3 Pro Duo battery powered head strap. And I got a chance to open it up, look around, and really get a chance to spend some time with it and see, is this a great fix for the MetaQuest's two biggest problems? Or is this something that's gonna fall a little bit short? Well, from the very beginning, from the moment I opened it, I honestly had one reaction that I didn't really know I was expecting. I was impressed. The build quality is great. The head strap, the texture is made to really match and go along super well with the design of the Quest so that it looks like it was really built for it. There's a very soft like memory foam cushion strap that goes over the top. It's super nice and comfortable. I'm a big fan of the battery. The battery itself actually goes on the back of the head strap over the back band, and it's meant to kind of blend with the band and look like just a part of the head strap, not some optional additional feature. It's a super sleek design. It even beeps whenever power's getting low, so you know how to change it out. Super easy to swap out. Just pop one out, put it on the charging dock, and put the next one on. So simple, so easy. And honestly, the big thing I kept on thinking when I was looking at this product is, wow, this is super well designed. Like you can tell some real care went into this, and I appreciate that in a product. Something as simple as the charging stand. They really could have phoned it in this area, but they didn't. It's nice. It looks clean. It looks nice, really good on a desk. And they even put a little light at the bottom of it just as a flourish, just to make it look cooler. And I am a big fan of those little attention to detail things. Now, all of these things, like super neat and show me a lot of care, but they don't matter if the actual point of the head strap doesn't actually land. And so the first thing is comfort. Like, is it comfortable? And I would say yes, like absolutely. Where the placement of the battery pack does a good job of like balancing out the headset itself, providing a counterbalance and really taking some of the weight off the bridge of your nose and off your cheekbones and really getting more of a all-around comfort. As I mentioned before, the memory foam head strap at the top, it's super comfortable, and like while it sits on your head, the head strap itself is just really nice. Now, there is a little bit of weight to it for sure, but it's weight that's really kind of balanced well and makes it for a comfortable use. Now, of course, as I said, that's not a big issue where I had problems with before, and so really just a more comfortable head strap, like it's not going to the biggest difference for me. It's an upgrade, but not the biggest upgrade. For me personally, the biggest upgrade comes in the form of battery life. I have been burned so many times by the Quest's bad battery life, and it drives me crazy. But with this thing, so kind of perfectly designed to be able to alleviate these problems. First of all, the S3 Pro Duo comes with two battery packs that go just on the back of the head strap. Well, first of all, they're 8,000 milliamp hour batteries, which is great. That's plenty of charge, but also they charge at 20 watts. Now, those specs may not mean anything to you. So in real life scenarios. What it means is I can play a game, I can use mixed reality stuff, I can be using the headset the way I want to use the headset, and not only will it maintain its battery life, it will actually charge the head strap. There's been a lot of issues with different battery head straps, especially like early on. There's been issues with them not charging it because they don't charge it fast enough. It provides 20 watts, which is apparently more than enough to actually get more battery life as you continue to use it. But one of the cool things about it having like both battery packs and the charging stand is you can have one staying charged at all times and then super easily just take the battery pack off of the back of your head, place it on the charger, and grab the next one, put it on, and you're good to go. And your other one's charging, and it's just that simple. It keeps you going and keeps you in the action for longer. That's huge for me. Honestly, I'm quite pleased. I absolutely have loved getting more use out of my Quest because I don't have to worry so much about the battery. Also, I did want to mention that it does have a very strong hold on the back. It's not hard to take off, but I've had no issues with like the battery pack coming off or whatever I'm playing intense games and swinging my head around. But yeah, so I feel like that's pretty great. Along with that, it's got a this little dial that you turn in order to tighten up or loosen the head strap itself. Now, this dial is placed up underneath the battery, like in between the battery pack and your head, and it's really in a perfect spot. It feels super clicky, super responsive, and honestly, the whole thing's just made super well. But now we've got to get to the negatives, and this is a review. This is my first product review, and so I wanted to make sure for sure that I set a standard of here. Yes, we're going to be excited about technology, but if there's negatives, I'm going to tell you about negatives. I don't want you to go out and buy a product based on my recommendation and then it may turn out to be bad. And it's because I didn't tell you something I knew because I didn't want to make a stink. So that's where we run into some problems. I can't find the negatives. It weighs a little more than what I'm used to, but honestly, that's not a huge issue. Like, I have been seeking out, trying to find what the flaws are in this headset so that I could make sure to give you a completely honest review, so that I would make sure I would look credible and look like I'm not just trying to hype up a product that I was sent. But in reality, I can't find them. This is a super well-made product that I've had no issues whatsoever at in my week and a half of testing. And maybe something comes up, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But for what I've seen so far, it is hard for me to do anything but say that this is a good product that has been made super well. Sonic Grace team, you have outdone yourself. I can't find the negatives. Y'all have done a great job, and I appreciate all the work that y'all have done. But that's where we get into price. And honestly, I don't even think price is a huge deal breaker. Whether or not it's in your budget, that's for you to decide, but I think you're getting a lot of value for what you spend. So the Sonic Grace S3 Pro Duo is what I got. It's the battery head strap with 2 batteries and a charging dock so that you can always keep them fresh and going. It comes in at $89.99 for the whole bundle. Now, that's not the only option. You can get the S3 Pro that comes with 1 battery pack. It doesn't come with a charging stand, but it does come with the battery pack, comes with the head strap. It should be more than enough for what you need. It'll run you $46.99. And then if you even wanted to do less than that and you're really just focused on the comfort, you can get the S3 Air, which is just the head strap, no battery packs or anything like that, just the head strap to help with the comfort. And it comes in at $24.99. I do like that they have multiple versions of it out so that it can hit your price range. Sometimes we can't all afford the biggest and baddest, and so there may be one that fits yours. And so after using it for a little while, I can confidently say this is a good product. From everything I've seen so far, I've enjoyed it. I'm going to keep using it. I honestly kind of love it, if we're being really, really transparent here. It is better than I expected it to be. I do want to say I was sent this, just to reiterate, I was sent this to review. I didn't pay any money for it. Sonic Grace did not pay me, did not instruct me to tell you one thing or another. All of my opinions are my own, and they will stay my own from here until the end of this channel. But I want to ask you, what is your favorite accessory that you have for the Meta Quest 3 or the Quest 2 or even the Quest 1? But I want to ask you, what is your favorite accessory that you have for your device? What's something that's been game-changing for you that you want to recommend that everybody else should look into? Go ahead and put that down in the comments below. Follow me on X here on the screen. And if you want to support this channel, my Cash App is in the bottom. Kind of help us get some of this stuff set up so we can make better videos for you every other Thursday. I'll see y'all back here very shortly. Thank y'all so much. Love you guys. God bless.